Greg Balcom, the executive director for the zoo, is here. How you doing?
Hey, great.
With the new bracelet on, which we'll talk about. And Larry Brett, every little boy's hero now, because you personally are responsible for the capital campaign that will improve and enhance and expand the reptile house.
We hope. Excited.
Oh, I think it's going to happen.
I think so. I think you're right.
So, okay, so you guys have new guests with you. Would you like to introduce your guest?
Sure. I have a rhino rat snake, which is a tree-dwelling snake from Asia that really just hangs in the branches, acts like a branch, and then eats small reptiles primarily.
It's a strange head.
It is. Its head is shaped like a leaf.
So, Larry, what are you controlling over here before you lose him?
Well, Greg, I'll let you, let me control the animal. I'll let Greg do the introductions here.
That's an Australian bearded dragon, very common pet. So we also want to teach about how to take care of your pets in our new reptile building. But a common ground-dwelling lizard from Australia.
All right. Okay, now you're usually very good at picking your animals that you bring. Most of these are part of the education program, so they're used to being handled in that.
That's right. There are animal ambassadors that we use in birthday parties or educational programs.
Okay, now from our understanding, a reptile is cold-blooded, legs optional, tends to have scales, not hair.
That's right. They are cold-blooded.
Not long ears.
Most lay eggs.
So why am I holding a rabbit?
You're actually holding large reptile food. So
Excuse me?
But that is Flanders. Most people know that large snakes, crocodiles, they eat a lot of different things, from fish to mammals, primarily.
Now because he was sitting here nice and quiet until you mentioned that. But you don't have any large reptiles, do you?
As part of our new construction, we're adding on a room to accommodate giant crocodiles.
Giant crocodiles?
That's right.
And where are these crocodiles coming from?
Well, we're not sure yet. There's a handful of species to choose from that are part of our species survival plan in the National Zoo business. So it's what is probably recommended to us that needs the most help in captivity.
Okay, because I mean that really is a mission of the entire zoo, is to really keep some of the species alive that can really survive in a zoo now, right?
We collectively manage everything from tigers to red pandas to crocodiles among 232 other zoos.
Now, Larry, I got to ask you, because Greg was telling me pre-tape that you were one of the best of the society. Which came first, your interest in reptiles or your interest in raising and supporting the zoo and raising
Well, I have to
money?
say probably a little bit of both. I've been involved with the zoo probably.
You've held lizards before, I can tell.
Well, I'm learning as I go here. I heard that you're not supposed to allow him to look at the snake because they then have a little mano a mano going on.
Well, I was told not to put my fingers in the bunny's ears, so we were learning all kinds of things.
I'm learning as I go here. No, I've been involved with the zoo probably now that Zoo to Do, we're going to talk about that in a minute, but it's been over 10 years. I think my first involvement was probably with the first Zoo to Do, and just really loved the zoo and the idea of trying to support that. So I would say the zoo first, but then, of course, we've had the two big exhibits that have been built in the last probably 10, 15 years, Africa and then now Asia. So now we're really trying, to me, it seems like we're trying to go to the next level, which is a reptile house. That's the next area that we need to expand in. We've had a reptile house. It was fairly small. So now the plan is to expand it and double it, and Greg can talk more about the species and how many, but I think it's going to be a great exhibit because it's one of these exhibits that you will be able to get up close and not this close, but get up close and see the animals.
Unless they get the education animals out.
Absolutely,
you're able
absolutely.
To see. Greg, this is actually a red letter year for the zoo in general.
It is. It's our 115th birthday, so we're celebrating that really by announcing this capital campaign and the renovation of the reptile house. And we're also having Zoo to Do, so bringing that back after a decade now, where people get to dress in kind of funny themed zoo outfits. We have live music, lots of fun, lots of restaurants there. But it should be a great event. It was very popular in the past.
It's been 10 years since that event occurred.
10 years, and I think it was ongoing for about 25 years before that.
So you had some alternative type fundraising before, or in between then?
We have. We've been, as a business, and Larry was the president when we brought really all of our gift shop, our restaurant in-house. So we brought those, so they're under the management of the Zoological Society. So as a business, we've been very successful over the past 10 years. So now that we've become, I would say, more highly sophisticated, well-known, very successful with our animal collection, we've decided to celebrate that this year.
Now, wait a minute. You used a word that I didn't think we'd mention in this, sophisticated? Because from what I understand of past Zoo-to-Dos, I mean, I've got some friends who feel like you didn't have them anymore because of what happened at Zoo-to-Do with
It was a
costumes
big party.
It's a huge party.
It's a wild party.
Yeah.
Exactly.
So are you bringing
I
sophistication into a
think
wild
people
party?
met, relationships were begun. It was a
And
beautiful
whatever.
party.
So what kinds of things are going to be going on? Or can we talk about it on government TV?
Sure. Yes, we can. We're going to have vignettes that show some of the photographs of the zoo of the past that you can kind of step into and take your picture with. So
So you're
zoo,
bringing Chucky back?
Right, a lot of people remember Chuck and Judy the chimps. They'll be there, their pictures. There's a lot of great pictures that visitors have sent to us and the library has provided us with. And like I said, the silent auction items are one-of-a-kind, really zoo-centric opportunities. We're one of the most highly attended venues in Norfolk now. So it's just a great place to really meet and strengthen your family bonds, your friend bonds, create a lot of memories. So we know the event will be very popular.
I've had the pleasure, you talk about a place to be, a venue to be. I've been there for meetings before you all opened, and you got to stay away from that front gate when you first open, because you will be run over by a baby stroller.
That's right, or 40 to 60 school buses is what you'll see today, the spring season school groups.
Which is why you're here with a snake and a,
Right.
and a lizard.
Yeah,
So when is it going to be?
that's on May 14th.
And how do people get tickets?
You can go right to our website. There's a Zoo-to-Do window there and buy tickets or even start bidding on some of our auction items now.
Okay, I understand that there's naming rights.
Yep, naming rights to our new Tiger Cubs.
And how's that going?
It's going great so far. Our bids are up to $500. So
Do you like the names?
they haven't submitted their names yet.
Oh,
So-
just their money.
Yep, just their money. But it's a once in a lifetime opportunity to name a Tiger Cub after yourself or someone you love.
Or maybe that relationship you'll get at Zoo-to-Do.
That's right.
Who knows?
Right.
I'm going to have to ask you about two very special animals.
Oh, right.
You've retired.
Uh-huh.
Did you go down with them, or
I
did
actually
you meet them there?
I drove to
We're
Florida.
talking about the elephants.
Yeah, last Monday with Sita and Lisa to Zoo Miami. It was pretty remarkable, 24 hours straight drive through. And then we stopped every 2.5 hours to feed and water them and see how they were doing. But it was very remarkable. And we'll be sharing that story soon. We're putting all our videos together of how their elephants reacted, which was very unique. I mean, I've never seen elephants kind of run with anger, happiness, and glee, a little bit of everything with new people in their house.
Yes, I
as
mean,
did
you
then.
can prepare your kid for a new baby brother or sister, but how do you prepare an elephant?
Right. It's a big surprise. But they actually knew we were coming far sooner than we arrived right at the exhibit because they communicate through infrasonic sound so they can hear each other through their feet. So there was a lot going on even before we were within 100 yards of the exhibit.
So how much sunscreen does it take to cover an elephant in Miami?
A whole lot, but it was nice and cloudy when we were there.
Then you got some big plans for the exhibit?
For that
you're working on?
exhibit, we're going to put a breeding group of white rhinos in that exhibit, actually bringing animals in from the Singapore Zoo and then 2 other zoos in the U.S. So it'll be a more kind of conservation-focused exhibit for us in that we can display the whole lifestyle of white rhinos, from adults to their baby production, and people will get much closer to them than they ever could to
So you'll
elephants.
bring one on for your next visit?
Hopefully.
Wouldn't it be cool?
That would be nice.
I'm sure the guys here would love that. Okay, May 14th, come to the zoo and develop a new relationship?
For Zoo-to-Do, yep, at Zoo-to-Do.
You got a big band?
Yep, but I can't remember the name of the band.
Well, you're going to have to come and find out.
That's right.
Or you can check it out on your website, right?
You can. Yep, virginiazoo.org.
Super. And when are you hoping to break ground on redoing it? Or is it all up to him?
We'll probably be closing down the reptile building in the next 2 months, and it's probably going to be about a year-long construction project.
Unless you really like Larry and want to give a good contribution, maybe a little earlier. What do you think?
Well, that's my job. Is we're trying to raise about $1.5 million. We have about $1 million already in the bank, already raised. So we're trying to raise about $1.5 million, and we're really, I think, it's a little bit less than we've raised for the last couple campaigns. So we're hopeful that it will happen within the next year or so. And we're really excited by it. It's going to be a wonderful exhibit. I think people will really enjoy. Because before, the old reptile house was kind of dark, and it was, I don't know, when was it built? Back
In
the
1974.
Yeah,
Wow,
so it's
way back
pretty old, and so the technology is so much better now. It's going to be much more open, a lot more, obviously twice as many animals as before. So it's going to be a great addition.
Super.
I don't think there'll be anything like it in the whole area, is there really?
No, nothing nearby. Yep.
Yeah, so it'll be
Awesome.
unique for the whole area.
Awesome. Well, I seem to be doing a much better job of handling my animal than you guys, because I think this one
Yeah,
fell asleep.
Mine's constricting.
Or she's laying low.
Losing the feeling in my
I think she's
hand.
got her
Are
eye
you?
open on that snake.
Well, you know what? Do us a favor. Call in now, buy a ticket, or so we can put these animals back. What do you think?
That's right.
May 14th, Zoo-Doo, got to go. Big donations for the Reptile House. Remember what it was like to be a little kid looking in that glass, right?
Great.
Thanks a lot for everything that you guys do to really help these guys out, but also bring some tremendous education and entertainment to Norfolk through the Virginia Zoo. Thanks a lot.
Great, thank you.